So you guys probably want to go ahead and invite your followers and share to Twitter, because I'm about to show something that people have been asking me over and over again, is how do I repurpose my scopes to YouTube, okay? And of course, the reason you want to repurpose your scopes to YouTube is because YouTube has a much bigger audience, a much bigger reach than the replays, right, that you can get on Periscope. So the replays, by far, you can only have them for 24 hours, even if you have Catch. You got to send out the Catch link. And Catch really doesn't have much SEO, the search engine optimization. And so with it not having that much search engine optimization, then it doesn't get found. And so sometimes my content is really, really strong and I want it to get found. So I wanted you guys to see, this is my YouTube channel. Okay. And it is J Stone TV is what it is. So this is my YouTube channel. Okay, and then I want to show you that I have playlists. Like when I add a video, it's added to a specific playlist. So I have Badass Biz Tips, and then I just moved the Periscope Replays tip in. So as you can see, before, my earlier scopes are all the vertical, okay? They're portrait or vertical. What we want is the horizontal or the landscape view. Just because that's better formatted for YouTube, Facebook, and a lot of other social media platforms. So you guys are probably going to wonder, if you look at this one, you can see it's vertical. And that one, excuses killing your cash flow. Okay. But if you look at the other ones, my most recent 3, they're all landscape, right? So this one right here, 6 trends to adopt, you want to adopt in 2016. So I did that. So here we go. I want to show you, and I'm going to show you the custom. So for those of you who are still stuck on the fact that it has to be a .com, you're actually losing traction. In 2 years, nobody will care. Okay, and I'm going to start this over because I started watching it earlier. So let me show you where it starts. Hey guys, you see, if you look, you can see where I actually flipped the camera, right? Watch the video. You can see that this is where I flipped the camera actually. Hey guys, this is Jay Stone. But I started the video right there. Brand coach. Here. But I started the video right there. Okay. I also, and if you look at it, okay, it's not as good a clarity as if I had shot it directly from the phone. But the point is the scope, right? The point is the content. Okay. We're bringing you. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, that's it. Here bringing you some amazing tips. There's going to be epic. This is going to rock your world. It's going to shake up things. And I'm calling it it's a YouTube. Because it's going to shake up everything. No, this is YouTube. So it's not .tv. It's J Stone TV on YouTube. So you can just go to YouTube and do a search and you'll find my YouTube channel. Hey, Polly. So as you can see, it's not as good a clarity as some of my other stuff that's shot directly from the phone, which is like this one here. Hey guys, this is Jay Stone, the emotional nudist. However, that's people don't care about that. For those of you who are still stuck on the fact that it has to be. So now let me show you how I did this. You're actually losing traction. In 2 years, nobody will care whether it was a .com. Okay, yeah, I was so off the chain that day. Okay, so while I didn't mind the portrait, the vertical, I think the landscape works way better. Okay, so now watch this. I'm going to show you guys something. Also notice that while this one, the 6 trends, that's the one you just saw. Even though you just saw a video, look at the thumbnail. Okay, 6 trends that you could use. Okay. Let me show you why there's even a thumbnail. Because I don't have thumbnails for all of my stuff, right? But I'm going to show you. There's a thumbnail because I actually created a blog post for it. Okay. 6 trends you should adopt it for 2016. Okay, so there's actually, so again, this is that repurposing the content. So this is actually on my website and I embedded it. I did a little blog post, right? So I showed you guys how I repurposed this content, did a blog post, and also this was a newsletter. Okay, so I also sent this out in my newsletter last week. Okay, so now let me show you the trick on the back end. Okay, because it doesn't just go up on YouTube seamlessly or easily. Okay, And so if you actually look at, I'm going to go into my video manager, because that's where I manage all the videos, right? And I'm going to go to this one and I'm going to click edit, because that's the one I was talking about. And you guys see there's an option here for a custom thumbnail. Let me show it to you. Okay. That's the option you want to use to upload a custom thumbnail for your videos. So if you want to do it in Canva, you want to do video for your text or whatever, that's where you would do a video for your... That's how I make my YouTube look pretty, even though the video itself may not be pretty. I do a lot of custom thumbnails. Sometimes I do a picture of myself and I type text over it. You'll see those. But check this out. So when you go into enhancement, right? Because sometimes the video, see how that video is still started out upside down or whatever? So if you look here in enhancement, you'll see these little circles right here. These little circles allow you to rotate the video. So even when I put it in the video, it's still vertical, even though I shot it in landscape. Does that make sense? It's still vertical when I first put it in, even though I shoot it in landscape. So I have to come in and click one of these buttons to turn it. Okay? Yeah, I have to turn it. So it's still going to go in vertical even if you shoot it in landscape. So what you have to do is flip it. Okay? And you also, I trim it. So that first few minutes where I'm like, hey, welcome such and such, welcome so-and-so, and when it's looking all crazy because it's trying to flip and it's trying to turn, while I'm still trying to flip it and turn it and get it situated, I go in and trim that off using the trim feature right inside YouTube. Okay? I also trim off the back end where I do Q&A. So I trim the front end when I'm like, hey, such and such, welcome so-and-so, all that welcome to the room stuff. I cut that off, and I cut off the back end, which is the Q&A. I use the trim feature to do that. Okay. And there's some other cool features on here that you can actually do right in YouTube. You can stabilize it. You can fix it. You can add filters. You can change the light. You can speed it up. You can do a time lapse, speed it up. You can slow it down. So there's some cool features. You can do annotations, audio. There's so much you can do here, but right inside the enhancements. So I did this in YouTube. Does that make sense? I did it in YouTube. And don't underestimate playlists, right? Because with a playlist, I can simply click on the Periscope replays and I can post the URL to the entire playlist and tell people watch my Periscope replays. Okay?